Hello friends and welcome to Wonderland. In today's video we're doing a quick DIY of how I created these tarot stands that I store all of my tarot cards in. I shared with you my entire tarot deck collection in another video, and somebody had commented that they wanted to know how I created these tarot stands, and I'm going to do my best to just explain how I did it. I'm really just using like found materials, and so basically it's made out of cardboard, and I'm creating these like 3 tiers, and I've used some packaging material, but I really do think that you could create it just with a regular cardboard box and cut everything to size. I don't really measure anything because I was using a box as a base, but I will put the dimensions that I used just in case you wanted to have one that was exactly the size. There's 3 tiers, and you can fit 3 decks per shelf. So you could technically fit 9 decks in here and maybe a few more here and there, depending on like if you have really wide oracle decks or really narrow tarot cards or whatever. However, a couple of the shelves I can actually fit 2 decks in them. So I actually have like about 15 in a few of them, but really it just depends on like every deck is a different size. I'm going to give you the dimensions that I used, but I really do feel like you could create this however big or small that you wanted. You could do just a little tiny one for just a few decks, but you could really just make it however you wanted to. But I will provide the dimensions in the description box below just in case you wanted to make one exactly how I did it here. I also made this particular tarot box live on stream as like a craft along stream, which I'm going to be trying to do more often. So stay tuned if you would like to craft along with us here in Wonderland. So the base that I'm using here is from a Chewy cat food delivery. So this is just like the box that the can of cat food comes in, and it seems very similar to like maybe like a flat of soda would come in or something like that. So if you could probably find something similar to that if you don't have a Chewy delivery order. All of the boxes that I use actually are from the Chewy subscription order, and that's because they use like really sturdy cardboard boxes because cans of cat food or dog food are usually pretty heavy. So I'm also using these little like cushiony things that they use to separate in between the cans of cat food or whatever else you might have in your order. They are like so perfect for this project that I just like save them whenever I get them. They don't always put them in there. Sometimes they use other packaging materials, but these little bricks of cardboard are just so perfect for this project. So again, the cardboard box dimensions are 11 1/4 inches by 8 inches wide, and the height of it is 2.5 inches. And then the dimensions of the bricks that I'm using, I'm calling them cardboard bricks because that's just what they feel like. They are 10 inches by 2 inches wide. And I use them to create the height of the different levels. Next, I'm going to cut out some bigger pieces of cardboard that are going to act as the divider for each level and tier. So I kind of I kind of eyeball this. The first tier is about 5 inches tall, which roughly comes almost flush with the top of most tarot decks. So that creates the level for the first tier, and then I think I doubled it for the next one, and then I didn't double it for the last one as the back, but I think I just kind of eyeballed it for the last back of the. And the reason I'm not giving you dimensions for this is because I didn't make it as tall as I wanted. So the back of the whole shelf actually doesn't come up. It only comes up about halfway, halfway on the back of the tarot decks, so I do kind of wish that it was a little bit taller. And then this is going to be layer 3, and then I just need to put one in the middle. Oh, I had this one like wider because I can fit like 2 decks deep and 3 decks across, or 6 decks across. So 6 decks. I can fit 6 decks in the front one. How was that bad? Then once I have everything cut out, I just secure it with a hot glue gun. I'm securing it on either side on the base of the box, and then we will have additional pieces on the side to secure them even more. Then I'm going to place the cardboard bricks within each tier, and that's going to create a platform for the decks to stand on. So I place the bricks inside, and then I cut out another piece of cardboard that I believe was just about 2 inches, 2 inches wide, and then the length of your box, and that creates like a little platform for the decks to stand on. Now I'm cutting pieces to kind of support the sides of the shelf, and so I cut out 4 different pieces. 2 pieces are 2.5 inches wide by 6.5 inches tall, and that creates the side for the back piece. And then the other one is 2.5 inches wide and 4 inches tall, so that is the first layer side wall, and there's 2 of those as well. And that's pretty much it. Then I picked out some scrapbook paper that I liked to cover the outside with, but you could certainly decorate it like however you wanted. You could spray paint it, you could decoupage it, but I'm just using some scrapbook paper here to completely cover the outside. So this, like I said before, this project is completely customizable. You could have it as big as you wanted, as long as you wanted, as tall as you wanted. You could have extra tiers. And I'm also going to link in the description below the original video that I got the idea from. And that is that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for requesting this video. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting on this video. And maybe one day I'll get to the point where I can have a direct tutorial, but I have 3 of these to house all of my tarot cards, and they're all different because I've done them at different times. I've used different supplies. So really you can just like do this however you want and make it work for you. This is what works for me. Maybe eventually I'll have a specific tutorial with instructions and everything, but that's not how I roll. I'm the same way with cooking too. I don't really measure anything or plan anything out. That's just how it is here in Wonderland. So thanks so much for watching again, and we'll see you next time on the other side of the looking glass.